issue here in terms of massive amounts of water usage by data centres, and we need to get the figures for it. And I think, just to finish, the problem in a way is revealed by the story that came out in the Irish Independent as a result of an FOI about the Minister for Enterprise, Peter Burke, having a quote-unquote intimate dinner with Meta lobbyists at the American ambassador's residence. And the reason for this dinner is because of the Irish presidency of the European Council and the drive for deregulation that is coming from big tech on a whole range of areas, including AI, including the Digital Services Act, to try and deregulate that. And effectively, what the big tech companies, Meta in particular, want the Irish government to be is an agent for them in this attempt to deregulate and to put big tech before the interests of people, as is happening in this country.
Okay, as a member of the Housing Committee, I just want to raise our opposition to what the government are trying to do with the planning and development exempted development regulations for residential dwellings. That's quite a mouthful. The proposal to allow for people. Well, we want to make clear we have no difficulty with people having these structures built in their back gardens or private dwellings for family members. But we have a serious problem with people being allowed to rent them out to tenants, and then those tenants having not the same rights as other tenants, not having the right to go to the Residential Tenancies Board, not having the same security of tenure, not having exclusive access to their own property. In other words, the landlord can gain access to the property, not taking into account the impact of tenants, extra people living there, on services, on parking. All of these issues are serious issues, and they open the door for unscrupulous landlords to treat tenants who might rent these properties in unacceptable ways, or to have them living and paying rent for unacceptable conditions. So we know there's unscrupulous landlords. As a TD, I see it all the time of landlords being willing to rent out accommodation that is absolutely substandard and brutal and treat tenants in unacceptable ways. So this is giving licence really for landlords to do that again in these new exempted developments. So we will be opposing it strongly on those grounds. And we think, quite honestly, if the government are serious about trying to do something, taking emergency measures to deal with the housing crisis that faces us, they should do something far more serious about dealing with empty and vacant property. I mean, in my area at the moment, we're dealing with a house that has been empty for 5 years, and we've been trying to get the local authority to buy it because it's just been sitting there empty, and it's taken 5 years for them to finally agree